Okay, howdy and aloha, everybody. This is James with Monotalk here at Monotalk. We usually have people that come on a lot, but I just haven't done that in a while, and I've got to make this short and quick and to the point. I got stuff to do, believe it or not, this late at night. Okay, so Monotalk is about using your words to achieve goals and do the things that you need to do. And right now, this planet and all of its inhabitants are in serious trouble, and our supposed public servants uh, are disgusting, terrible, and just greedy, fucking corrupted bastards and bitches. Uh, Basically, oh God, how do I say this? It's a menagerie. It's actually just pathetic. It's shameful. It's embarrassing. What I saw the past few nights in regards to the 20 nutballs, or most of them at least, a few of them were sane. You know, I will say Tulsi was carried herself very well and did a good job. There's no doubt. Um, but the sad thing about that debate, which nobody really talks about, and nobody's really uh, basically bringing up or bringing to our attention or doing anything about, or just focusing on what's majorly important, or the greatest issue that we could challenge our candidates, which would be, in my professional opinion, pulling fucking money out of politics. You know, Citizens United, McCutcheon versus the FEC. The reason why things are as bad as they've been is because corporations, the 1%, the elite, the rich, a handful of fucking people throughout the world have pushed and bent and manipulated legislators, judiciaries, and executives for decades. This has probably happened since the beginning of time, but now it's to the point to where it's getting scary. Now it's to the point to where we could have a war with Iran. We could have wars and more wars. People are dying. Health insurance is terrible. Copays are just ridiculous. I mean, pollution is just out of control. You know, hate, fear, just everything. It's fucking chaos. If you think it's nice and everything's all bright and beautiful, it's not. It's fucking just not. So I posted something on Facebook in regards to the debates, and I thought it was vitally important, and I still think to this day it's hugely and amazingly important that the number one topic that your candidate should be talking about, if they care about the 99%, if they care about most of the U.S. voting republic in the United States, I'm talking about the United States, this is probably a big issue everywhere, which it seems like it is in pretty much every major country. Um, but let me go ahead and bring that up. Okay, that looks kind of big. Let me see if I can make it a little smaller so you can read the whole entire thing. Right, I'm just going to make this quick and get to my point. So, pathetically, during the first debate, and like all the debates, let me just read it to you. Okay, so pathetically and shamefully, out of 4 hours of distracting stories and crap most of us already know, with no real solutions from almost 20 corporately bought shills, uh, only one, only one Dumbocrat brought up ending Citizens United, the most vital issue. Another tried to comment on it, and one quickly stifled it. Well, which is really odd. And you know, I know this guy is a fucking serious corporatist, so I think he just got desperate. But I'm foreseeing that he's not going to get too many campaign funds here very shortly. It was Bennett and what's her field, or Glory, whatever her name is, and then Maddow. So he brought it up. So he's the only person out of all those 20 that brought up the two words Citizens United, which has caused us the most damage to our democracy, to our voting cycle, to everything. To money in politics is what is controlling them to make decisions against us, against the 99%, right? And then Gillibrand was going to comment on it, and then immediately, fucking immediately, if you watch it, fucking Maddow, the corporate shill, the fucking super warmonger, tool of the fucking century, quickly changed the topic to abortions. You know, yes, it's important, but for God's sakes, everybody fucking knows. And if you know anything, and if you're paying attention, if you get money out of politics, here's the question, right? Who do these public servants then work for? They work for our tax dollars, not for campaign finance. They work for our tax dollars. That means they're only going to get paid their 174,000 or 225, you know, if they're the Speaker of the House or whatever the fucking deal is, money that they get in Congress. They're not going to get extra money to invest. You know, they're not going to make $1 million like Pelosi did. They're not going to become overnight billionaires, as it seems like some of them are and have been. So if you go back to here and what I wrote on this side, and I posted this all on my Facebook and my Twitter, and I threw it in Tulsi's wheelhouse on her. God, I need to make that a little smaller. Anyway, I'll just make this quick and I'll get out of here. So I'm hearing a lot of stuff from people like Iverson. Great stuff that girl does. She does some great stuff. Kim Iverson. And then Secular Talk. You know, Kyle Kalinske does some wonderful things. Jimmy Dorsey, everybody. Ron Pacone, you know, Graham Elwood, outrageous stuff. You know, Zoom Politicon, good stuff. You know, St. John Daniel St. John does some great stuff. And Deb Delapiana put some good stuff out there too as well. A lot of people are doing a lot of things out there that are really trying to make a difference. But here's what's many people are saying: who are the winners and who are the losers of those debates? And we already know, okay. And I want you to remember this. We already fucking know that everybody's going to be a fucking serious loser when it comes to the fucking Republican debates. It's just going to be ridiculously fucking stupid and lame, and it's, you know, it's going to be shameful again. It's just going to make us look like such fucking turds. God, it's just amazing how these people just how are we fucking picking these people to represent us? I've listened to people, some of these candidates, and I'm like, oh my God, I could easily answer that question. It's very simple. You know, every single problem and every single issue that we're all going through has to do with the money that's in fucking politics. You pull that out, and then who do they work for? Your tax dollars, the people. Period. 99% of you. It switches. It automatically switches over, right? And then the next thing you know, they start to do the things that the fucking people want. You know, like full comprehensive universal health care with no copay. Nobody says those words. You know, how about $17 an hour instead of this $15, which will probably settle at 12 or 13? Okay, I mean, the list goes on and these fucking regime change wars and the borders and the fucking. I mean, I watched Tulsi in a recent video where she went down to the border, and a few legislators or whatever are going down there for the spotlight, get a little, you know, a little publicity, a little marketing. It's marketing. I hate to say this, but it's marketing. So, you know, she goes down there and she goes in and she tries to see what's going on with these prison fucking camps ran and owned and by Halliburton, a subsidiary of Halliburton. And they're just all that is just money. And I'm telling you, you've got to pull the fucking money out. There's nothing else you should do as a candidate if you give a fuck about 99% of the people in this country, the planet, the globe, or whatever. Is your first thing is you'd say nothing else, but you would go after Citizens United, McCutcheon versus the FEC. Pull money out of the fucking political arena. Pull it out. That sounds kind of weird now. But anyway, so let's read this real quick. And what I said, because it's so fucking obvious. You know, it seems like there are some that are running that don't want to say it because it's campaign time is coming up. So why would you sabotage your campaign because nobody's going to give you corporate donations or money, right? So in regards to winners and losers of the 2019 MSNBC Democratic chaotic debate, which is fucking just a joke. The winners were the military-industrial complex, big oil, big coal, big pharma, big health insurance, big banks, big chemical, Wall Street, the 1%, big telecommunications companies, big Silicon Valley, and of course, death and destruction. Death and destruction. Okay. The losers were the U.S. voting republic / the 99% and this fucking planet. Period. So I got this little hashtag. I don't even fucking know how to do hashtags. But it's pound or hashtag money sign out of politics. Money out of politics. You know, get money out of politics. But I'm not feeling it out there. I don't think anybody's really getting how vital this is. You know, most Green Party members, actually, I believe every Green Party member, their goal in life as a party member, you know, Mountain Party, Peace and Freedom Party, a lot of these candidates are totally committed to not taking any money, corporate donations. Okay, they're taking money from the people. If it's $1, if it's $2, if it's $25, you know, and they want to get money completely out of politics. They're okay with making 172,000, 174, whatever, a year, you know, and not just working 140 days a year. They want to fucking work and make things better for the country, for the people, for the state. I mean, if you've listened to Jill Snyder, if you've listened, you know, to, believe it or not, Ralph Nader, and if you've heard a lot of Greens out there, they completely and totally understand how detrimental or how chaotic, that's a shitty word, and how stifling and how just completely just disgusting it has been in having money in politics. How it's totally and completely just ruined and destroyed the democratic process. It's completely just tore it apart. So I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be totally candid with all of you, and I'm going to be upfront. If you fucking understand the major problem in this country, in most countries, it's fucking money in politics. Okay? We don't need any more kings and queens. We don't need any more fucking hierarchical type fucking people out there. We just need people to work for us so that when we work or when we play or when we're doing the things that we need to do, we have safe roads, safe sidewalks, the healthiest, cleanest drinking water. I mean, Flint, they just fucking dismissed or just threw out the charges against the people that caused the fucking disgusting, brown, shitty, toxic, killing water in Flint. It's because of money in politics. Fucking judiciaries are getting paid off, okay? I mean, executives, mayors, and governors, and even presidents. Of course, presidents are getting paid off. But it's the money in politics that's fucking destroyed. So if your candidate doesn't bring up Citizens United or completely pulling money out of politics, they are not worth a grain of fucking salt. Period. No matter what you say, no matter what you're talking about, no matter what you're doing, you can watch everything you want. Okay? You can watch Jimmy Dore, you can watch fucking Kyle Kalinske, you can watch Tim Tim Black. You can watch, it's just Humanist Report. Whatever happened to the same progressive? God, I miss her. I really miss her. I hope she comes back because I think she gets this. But the thing is we've got to demand it because Bernie was in the big one. You've got to go after and challenge the corporates. No, you don't. You don't go after them. You make your fucking legislator. You make your judiciary. You make your executive commit to fucking getting rid of money in politics. That's what, and he knows it. He fucking knows it. He understands how it works. So there is a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow for a lot of these fucking people that are running for office, and they know it. I mean, how much is enough, though? Is it worth destroying the country? Is it worth destroying lives? Is it worth people being sick? How much is enough? I mean, isn't $172 fucking thousand a year good enough for you? I mean, I could have a fucking wonderful life with that. I think most of us could as well. And then when you have people that, let's just say by chance or some magic fucking duster, Superman circled around the earth a few times and put it backwards, and all of a sudden Citizens United wasn't voted for and put in place. Do you think things would be different right now? Of course they would. Of course they would. I think it would be better for all of us, but it just slipped through, didn't it? It just slipped through. Anyway, so that's my point. I'm going to say right now, I'm going to get going. Thank you all for listening. But I'm going to tell you right now, if your candidate isn't bringing up Citizens United, they're not worth a fucking grain of salt or the air that they fucking breathe, period. And I'm talking green, brown, red, blue, whatever fucking party it is. If they're not trying first and foremost to get money completely out of politics and do the job for the people as public servants, then they're there for the fucking pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Period. Take away money out of politics, what happens all of a sudden? Who becomes the boss? The people. Who becomes in control of our legislators again, and our judiciaries, and our executive? When you take the fucking corporate 1% billionaire handful of fucking people controlling our supposed public servants, what happens? And who gains control when you take that money away from them? I can see it. I'm going to say this real quick. Once you take money out of politics, you'll see who really wants to be working for the people. Oh man, I just don't want to be here anymore. Just getting tired of it. I mean, I've been here for 6, 7, 8, 10, 15, whatever years. And, I'm just going to go now because fucking money's not there anymore. What'd you say? No, I'm just saying. I'm going to go. I'm good. I've done everything. I've fucked up everything. I've screwed up everything. I've made myself a billionaire and I'm rich. I'm out of here because there isn't fucking any more money anymore. And that's why they're there. That's why most of them are there. And that's sad. Anyway, thank you all for listening. Again, Greens, watch my videos. Pay attention to what you need to do. You need to put a fucking green in the house. Okay? Everything you got, Green Party, put one green in the House of Representatives. One. All the money from every single, there's like 260,000 of us, I think, only on the planet that are registered Greens. But if you can put one in the House, I'm not saying it's going to immediately change the world and fix everything, but it's going to make them look. And they will get worried. Because the Greens are freaking seriously progressive. Way more than most. Some of them are a little fucking cuckoo progressive. But they mean well and they want the best for everybody. They care. Anyway, thank you very much. Mahalo nui aloha for coming on my show. Please share, subscribe, whatever the fuck that means. I don't do this for fucking money or coffee cups or t-shirts or anything like that. But I think you guys get the point. Somebody challenge me. If you don't think money in politics isn't our biggest fucking problem, then I want to hear it. Jot your little comment down. Or come on my show sometime or talk to me and I'll talk to you too. We'll have a conversation. Mana, talk, power, mana. Aloha, everybody. Anyway, late. I'm going to get going. Aloha, take care. Aloha, everybody. Aloha. And I'm going to click this little button that says stop streaming. Aloha.